It's not shooting.
Oh boy. So on this week's episode of How Nervous is Scotty Right Now? So part of 10 Point's 2024 launch, they came out with the Siege 425. Last year they had the Siege 410, obviously 15 feet per second difference. But there is a catastrophic, lovely difference between the two. On the new 2024 Siege 425 and on a lot of the other new 2024 models from 10 Point, they now have an anti-dry fire mechanism that absolutely cannot physically allow you to shoot unless the bolt is seated in there and seated properly, according to 10 Point. We are a certified service center, so we get to see all the things that go wrong, whether it be something from the manufacturer or from the consumer. And I will say that 95% of the time, if not more, it is typically consumer error. Even though they don't like to hear that, it's one of the more deals, cars don't crash themselves into a wall. And the biggest issue that I saw or have seen for the past couple of years is people just not seating the bolt in properly on these high-powered crossbows. Well, the more kinetic energy these things have, the more catastrophic damage it causes to the crossbow, the more expensive the repair is, and people are always flabbergasted when they find out, it's $300, $400, $500 to replace a part on a $3,000 crossbow. And I always tell them that, if you buy a Ferrari, ain't nothing cheap on it to fix. So obviously, anytime I sell a crossbow to somebody, I always preach to them about cocking it and making sure you load the bolt and load it properly. Now that they've potentially fixed this issue, which I do have it in writing from somebody that works at 10 Point, that this crossbow will not shoot without a bolt, because I informed them that I'm doing a video and I'm posting it no matter what the outcome is. So if that is the case, I'm really excited. I want to get past the whole pulling the trigger without the bolt in it part before I get too excited. I'm cocking it back winding twice, putting the cocking handle away. Oops, I forgot to load a bolt. Flip to fire, still didn't load a bolt. No, this is stupid.
It's not shooting.
Well, I am overly excited about that, not just because, I care about my face, but that's going to solve a whole lot of issues for the consumer in the future whenever they buy a 10 Point.